Greetings, this is Eric Miskell at the show floor, IPC Apex 2025. We're at the Creative Electron booth here today. Give them a shout out. Today it's my pleasure to meet with Joe Conley, North American Sales Manager for Seho.
That's correct.
Did I say that correctly?
You did.
Seho?
Yes.
Seho? How do you
Seho.
say? Seho, that's what I thought, that's how I always thought. Seho Systems. Why don't you start by giving an introduction to Seho for the benefit of people?
Absolutely. Seho has been in business since the early 70s. We have perfected not only wave, reflow, but also selective soldering. We also offer AOI systems, assembly check systems, and have a wide range of engineers that work with us. We're vertically integrated, so any software changes that need to happen immediately because they're Seho employees. We don't have to go and make meetings and 30 phone calls to make changes happen right now. We are a family-owned company, and it is a true family. It's a great place to work. And the leadership really believes in the support of its employees and staff. So anytime that we need help or need a change made, leadership makes it happen for us.
Really? You know, it's interesting. When I travel, especially in Europe, to visit EMS, I see a lot of your equipment.
Yeah.
Right? How's the penetration in North America?
Yeah, so obviously we started in Germany, and that's where we got our foothold, but a lot of global companies have facilities here in North America, and that helps us get into those facilities. But the old, adage of picking up the phone or knocking on doors is still very important. To be a hunter and go out and find business, that's one way to do it, and probably the most easy way to expand business. To be a gatherer and, pull off of other facilities that you already do business with, that's a start.
Yeah. No, that's excellent. So now, what's new at Seho at Apex in 2025?
Yeah, so with the supply chain strained and lengthy lead times, we've come up with a system that is basically an off-the-shelf selective solution. In the selective soldering world, there's not a lot of off-the-shelf. There's a lot of customization that goes into these machines. So we've developed a machine that is not going to be customized after it's purchased. It's as it comes is as it is, permanently. There's no retrofitting that can be done. But with that said, we can allow for a 4 to 6 week lead time, as opposed to some of these systems that can be as long as 20-week lead times. So we've decreased the lead time, but also with that said, we've decreased the cost of the machine as well. At the show this week, the machine is about $60,000 less than a typical machine would be. So it's a great cost savings. But then again, with the changes and uncertainty with tariffs throughout the world, being able to have a machine delivered to you extremely quickly is very important right now.
No, absolutely it is. The name of that one, is that the SelectLine C system?
It is a SelectLine C system that has the ability to accept equipment or pallets on a 500 by 508 millimeter working area. So it's a pretty robust system.
No, absolutely. And it's in line as well, right?
Yeah, so you can have equipment before it. For example, the assembly check system, feed that board or product into the fluxing area, and it's all contained within one machine.
Yeah. And there's the automatic ultrasonic cleaning of the heads as well, right?
Yes. So in some of the SelectLine systems that we offer, we have a program to where the pot will go automatically to the ultrasonic machine. The pot raises into the sonotube. We fill the area with nitrogen and use the oscillation of the solder that's already there to re-wet the nozzle. There are systems out there that require an additional consumable to re-wet that nozzle. We've taken the technology to use the nitrogen that's already in the machine, the solder that's already in the machine, and marry them together and now re-wet the nozzle. The system does not need to be opened up. An operator does not need to put their hand into an area that is dangerous. These are very important things.
Yeah. You don't want injuries on the shop floor.
That's right.
Are there particular applications it's most relevant for?
Yeah, so your high mix facilities, this is a great system for high mix facilities. The ability to change programming can be a scanner, so we can scan a barcode or a QR code on a pallet or on a bare board, and it will automatically pull that program into the machine. You can have various boards laid out onto that line and be doing different programs throughout.
In looking at it, I saw a term that I liked, and it was the throughput maximization.
Exactly.
Speak about that, because I love that term, and I think that just resonates with people in the industry, right?
In this system, we've got 2 solder pots. We've got the ability to use both the solder pots at one time. So theoretically, you could be soldering 2 boards at one time in one machine. But prior to that, you could have a board in the preheating area, a board in the fluxing area. So now we've taken 4 boards and put them into one machine at one time, increasing your throughput.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Is that unique in the industry?
Yeah, so the Synchro Mode is unique to Seho systems. The ability to take a job and split it in half reduces cycle time by nearly half.
Yeah.
Therefore, your throughput's going to be much greater. Yeah, it's a great innovation that Seho has brought on.
Okay. Now, is there anything else about this? I mean, I'm assuming it leverages the platform of the standard Seho technology, and all that's good about that. What else differentiates it?
So the ability to have the machine immediately available, one, we are already warehousing them in the United States, so to be able to get them out immediately, that's a huge thing. The cost savings is another great thing. But then taking all of the history and knowledge that Seho has had and put it into one machine and to make it readily available for the industry, I think that really sets it apart. Our support and engineers that help support the systems are extremely knowledgeable. We offer training academies, not only at your facility, but also at our facility. And I think that is a really huge part of this industry that helps, the education side of it, the support and education that we give beyond the machine itself. These machines that you purchase are expensive machines. You need the support that goes along with that purchase.
Right.
And Seho definitely offers that.
Okay. And the software aspect of it as well, speak to that.
Yeah, it's a Windows-based system. And if you've ever used Microsoft Paint, you can operate this software.
Oh, really?
It's extremely easy. It's a point, click, and drag, copy-paste type system.
Yeah.
We populate all of the libraries with our current nozzles, various fluxes, various alloys. So we make it easier for the operator to actually just select an item as opposed to programming that into the system.
How's it been received?
It's been great. When people see the lead time, they'll first thing that's on their face is a smile, then they hear the price, which is very encouraging to see that, especially with some uncertain times recently in the economy. But we've also let these customers and prospects know that while this machine cannot be retrofitted, we have other machines that can be customized to their needs. So that obviously is interesting to them.
What drove that then, this particular product to market? Was that you just saw it, you were hearing enough of it within the customer base, or?
Yeah, when you go into the facilities and you hear, an 18-week lead time is not going to work, something has to change. So this is what we came up with. Again, you're going to be limited on retrofitting it, but if you need it right now, we have that option.
We can get it for you.
Exactly.
So absolutely no retrofitting in the future, but then if they already have a Seho one.
We could, yes, the SelectLine has the ability to be retrofitted aside from the system that we're exhibiting today. Correct.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to come by the booth and take a look at this. It looks very interesting, and appreciate learning more about it because I knew very little of it. And hope we can get some updates as this keeps rolling out in the future.
Of course. Thanks for having me, Eric.
Joe, appreciate you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.